MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the Cincinnati. Homer Bailey, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Homer Bailey. 3-pitch mix, fastball, curveball, changeup. This guy, when he's on, you'll know he needs the curveball. That's his best secondary pitch. At times, his fastball can be overpowering, 94 to 96 miles an hour. If he brings the curveball and he brings the changeup, he can be as good as anybody in the league.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He finished last season with the most home runs in the major leagues. He won the Major League home run title. He can put a ball into orbit when he catches it, and I hope he catches one in this game.
2-0 now. The 2-0. 3-0 now. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your ace swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it heat.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive. Here's Didi Gregorius. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Jeanette is there. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Nothing. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Reds.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. He hit over .320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Way in front of that fastball.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the line at first. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2-out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
Adam Duvall stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. 2-0 to Adam Duvall. Duvall playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
In past meetings with Tanaka, he's 1 for 4. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
1-0 the count. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Popped him up. Walker is under it. And that ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on. At the plate, Gary Sanchez, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard to short. Peraza has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Popped up. Suarez over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Number 25.
Stepping in now, number 25, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up, and a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. In now for the Reds, Tucker Barnhart. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's a .333 hitter. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
2-0 count. The pitch. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
3-1 the count now. The 3-1. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Gardner. He can't get there as it falls in. Ready now for Cincinnati, Scott Schebler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. Hard ground ball to third. Andujar brings it in. On to first, and they turn the double play. Now batting, Jose Peraza will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Reds go down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. Next for New York, Masahiro Tanaka. 9-1-2 due up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Ready for another chance? Brett Gardner. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. Liner toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. Gardner not stopping. He's headed for third. The relay throw, and he'll get in there safely.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. Changeup that time. A swing, and this one's driven out to deep left center field. This ball has a chance, and it is over the wall. A home run. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Giancarlo Stanton now. High pop-up. Barnhart calls for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop.
Riding in once again, Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit hard on the ground to the right. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Also, that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here.
Now batting.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
In now, Gary Sanchez, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's Neil Walker, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Line toward the gap in left center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
The batter, third baseman.
Digging in for his second at bat, Miguel Andujar. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Hamilton. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So here's the Reds pitcher, Homer Bailey, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
But this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away. Right there for strike 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Gets you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
And a dive, but he's back. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the 0-1. Look out, there goes Hamilton. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
This catcher has an elite arm, but when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
And it's 1-2. Now a look and a throw back to second. Runner's back. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Still 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
The 2-2 one more time. It's a high drive to left. Back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! Joey Votto now. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Line drive to center field. Gardner is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Duvall. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Gardner will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Reds striding into the box, number 25 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Masahiro Tanaka looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Sinking liner toward left, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Hey, it's one thing to give up a hit to a pitcher right here. You can live with that, but an American League pitcher, a guy who probably takes BP 10 days out of the year, this is surprising. He's going to have to bear down on the mound out there.
Brett Gardner comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is a fastball looked at for a strike. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
Soft liner towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in his center field.
Here's big Aaron Judge. And he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Peraza trying to get there. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Ready once again, Giancarlo Stanton. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Stepping in, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. He reached on a single in his first try. Fastball in there for a called strike. Suarez aboard here at first with nobody out. Weak grounder back to the mound. The second for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Scott Schebler. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Schebler even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Tanaka gets the sign. The 2-2 pitch. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. And here's Jose Peraza. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out on ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Now the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
The 0-2 once more. In the air out to left. Stanton will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Reds digging in and looking for more. Didi Gregorius. A matchup with Homer Bailey now to lead off the inning. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. swing and a liner. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Neil Walker, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Ready for another shot now, Miguel Andujar. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make 1 bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in. It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
And he is out at second. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
That evens it up 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now that's popped up. Gregorius is calling for it. 1 down.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Scooter Gennett, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. There to take it is Gardner, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Joey Votto, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Swinging a soft liner, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So instead of leading off the next inning, the 2-out hit brings Adam Duvall in this inning.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there, Dan. Was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher. That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
And he watches a splitter for a called third strike, and the side is retired. Reds lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Reds.
Digging in.